can't have your...
I have it on Do Not Disturb, but I have some things are allowed to push through the Do Not Disturb.
I have that too.
You know what I mean? That's what's going crazy.
Do you do the stopwatch on there?
Oh, yeah, I got to start my stopwatch. Everyone look at me. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bloom Pod. This is an Apple Watch Series 11 46 millimeter.
New Apple Watch.
Yes, I got a new Apple Watch.
Unbox therapy.
I've never had... Have you ever had the Apple Watch?
Yes, I have one. I just rarely wear it, which is very sad.
I have been getting into running.
Yes.
I've been getting into running. I run.
It's great for running.
Yeah, it's so good.
It's great for sleep, too. You can track your sleep on there. That's what I got it for.
I've been tracking my sleep as well. The last couple of days I fell off, but yeah, I've been tracking my sleep and getting like, dude, I'm pulling like 98s on the sleep score.
Oh, that's really good.
Yeah, I
wow,
sleep
that's
well.
very good.
It's interesting because I almost actually never get 8 hours, but I always come really close. I'm like a 7.5 hour.
That's
like
that's
7:15, 7:30 every night.
You'd be surprised at how little sleep people get.
Yeah.
It's very sad.
I need it.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my headphones off.
I feel like
I might keep the headphones on.
I slept from, oh, here we go. I slept from 9:40 p.m. last night, and I woke up at 7:50 a.m. this morning. I forgot to go to the gym. I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
And you slept right through it?
Yeah.
That's why you were late. And
yeah.
We had a meeting at 9:15.
Yeah, I came in at
9:17.
No, I showed up at 9:13.
Sit in the car.
Wait, was it 17?
Yeah.
It might have been 17.
I just know it was like past 9:15, and I was like, anyone here from Crank? Because I don't even think I heard from you this morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. But the Apple Watch, dude, I've been getting into running. I've been loving it. I have friends that are really into it, so it's been really easy. We have like a great accountability for it. I've pretty much been running every day, and I was running with my AirPods Pro 3. Audio mentioned. Yay. I was running with my AirPods Pro 3, and they have a heart rate sensor now on the AirPods. So it was cool because I'm like married to like, just like watching my heart rate the whole time. It's the only thing that matters. I don't know anything about running. I've been doing it for a couple months, but...
Ask James.
I could ask, the kind of running that James does.
There's levels.
Everyone does it different. Even Andrew, like I've barely talked to him about it, but whenever I have talked to him, I feel like he said to do something different than what other people tell me to do. I don't know, but I'm a big like watching your heart rate guy. So the only problem is to do that, I would have to hold my phone.
Oh, come on.
So I'd be running and like I'd have the Apple Fitness. So like I would have to check my heart rate like on my phone.
Yeah.
And that sucked. So I got the Apple Watch literally so I could run and have my heart rate. Probably only going to use 5% of this thing's functionality. I guess it's nice for texts.
Yeah.
Nothing else really. Yeah. I guess the sleep is cool, but what am I going to do with that?
If
you get a bad sleep score, just what? You sleep better? I don't even get it.
I become a weird statistical person where I love to see random statistics. Like in my Madden franchise, I'm always tracking like random statistics and like sleep score stuff. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, my CO2 intake is this and this, or my blank. I don't even know. I just like to I'm like, this is fascinating, and I don't even know what to do with it.
It is interesting. It's and now that I have it, I already found myself in a position where I was at the care group the other night, and I was talking about like the sleep scores, and then everybody that had an Apple Watch all like did this at the same time. They go like that, it's like that motion, like you put it up and then you go, and then they all went to check their sleep scores, and we all sat there and compared sleep scores. And I was like, oh, wow. Like, and I feel like I've seen that before, but now I'm a part of it. Anyway, this is a tech...
Oh, yeah, we're on a podcast.
This is a tech podcast after all, folks. And well, we have chapters now, and we schedule the first 10 minutes of every episode to be shenanigans.
Boring. Get to your audio picks already.
Yeah. Less banter, fellas.
Less banter. Talk audio exclusively.
I want to thank everyone that hates us for watching this program and tuning in right now. If you're listening to this and you can't stand us, man, I'm so glad you're here. This is so much fun.
This is fun.
And also shout out to all of our friends that aren't audiophiles but listen to the first 10 minutes of every podcast. Because we've learned that
that's
happens.
interesting to me that people do that.
I think, more notably Rachel, who commented in the last episode. Your sister-in-law, close friend of both of us.
Did you heart her comment or did Steve?
I hearted her comment.
Okay, so you used the Bloom.
I had to give her clout.
Okay.
I logged on, when I saw that she commented, I logged on to the Bloom YouTube and I had to give her that clout.
What's funny is when I see Bloom channel heart something,
Steve.
it's Steve.
I'd be hopping
when I
in
see
there.
it on your personal account, obviously it's you, and when people see it's interesting that Steve's like personal account is Bloom Audio.
Bloom Audio. So most of the time, folks, if you get a Hardy comment from Bloom, first of all, you got Aura, because you know if the channel's Hardy comment, you got Aura. But me and Maddie use our personal accounts, which is kind of fun because a lot of times I like responding to like negative comments and like agreeing with them. I'm like, dude, these guys are so annoying. Yeah. Remember the one guy when he's like, guy on the left doesn't even want to listen to his friend. He just is waiting for him to stop talking so he can speak. And I would reply like from my personal account, like, dude, the guy on the left sucks.
Yeah.
Like, and like I can't tell if people catch on or not. I put my profile picture on there to a video of me, like it's a picture of me from I think my RU9 review or something. Yeah. My first review. No one look at that.
Everyone go watch it right now. It's amazing. It's my favorite review ever.
But yeah, man, this is the Shenanigans part of the episode. Yep. I was at a funeral today, and then I had Jersey Joe's, so I'm coming into this like insanity.
Yeah.
How about you? How you feeling? We're so busy.
Yeah, I'm really, really busy. There's just a lot to do, but
we really got to get out of here, and we have a lot of work to do.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah. Well, listen. We're already 5 minutes into the Shenanigans. Yep. Did you have anything you wanted to say before we get into the listens of the week? Back to normalcy here on Blue
actually,
Pod.
I do. I'm gonna get his name right. I know his first name. I guess I shouldn't be saying last names on the podcast. That's probably not a good idea.
Blokes are gonna get
my friend Chris came in to chat yesterday, and I sent you the little snippet of what he said.
Oh yeah, did you send it into Royals or did you send it just to me?
I think I sent it into content.
Oh, into content Slack?
Yeah, he had very nice things to say about BloomPod, and I guess I won't get fully into it, but
yeah, this was really sweet.
Yeah, I guess anybody that really listens to this podcast intently like that and really feels like it has a positive impact in their life is really cool, and that really kind of took me for a spin. I was like, wow, like I kind of just sat there at my computer reflecting on that for like a good 2 to 3 minutes of just being like, huh, like I guess I never really thought of it like that.
Yeah.
And so that was really cool, Chris. I really appreciate you saying that. I'm also drinking a cup of coffee that was provided by, I think his name's Mike. I don't want to say last names. He sent us a bag of coffee just being like, I really like what you guys are doing.
Oh yeah. How cool is it? How's the coffee?
Yeah.
Oh dude,
it's actually quite good. It's a little bit more citrusy than what I usually drink.
Oh, that's nice.
Dude. Yeah, it's a little bit more
coffee. I'll go in for a second sip.
It's a little bit more like, I guess I don't do fruit coffees a lot. Like
it is
coffees.
Super citrusy.
Yeah, like I guess I don't really do that much, but for what it is, I actually really like it.
It's kind of cool. I know that Mark is, and by the way, yes, thank you to Mike, dude. That was so cool.
Yeah, it's very kind.
What's cool about it is we got that coffee. Marty opened that return. I want to say that was the day that it was just me and Marty. Yeah. So that would have been Cyber Monday? I forget what day that was.
No, I was in Cyber Monday.
So whatever the day was, because I literally had a day with everyone's off time where it was just me and you and CS, just me and Caleb and CS, and just me and Marty. And you had a couple of those too. But it was the day that it was just me and Marty. And we had so many returns. And me and him that day were just like both in multiple live chats at once, clearing threads. And we got like 15 returns. It was just like a crazy customer service day. And so Marty, like, I remember him like opening the box and like kind of looking, and like he like had a note, and he was like, "This is so cool." Like he's like, "Someone sent us coffee." Yeah. And then like he looked up. I think Marty sent him an email, but I remember that moment in like the craziness of Q4 ending in customer service and retail, and like the grind that we've been on the last 30 days.
Yeah, I pulled up his email here.
And that was just a cool moment. It was Marty that reached out, right? So
I'm Mike, thank you so much for the coffee. That means a lot to us. Matthew's out today, but I did let him know you did this, and he was saying how great you are.
And so what's cool is we're all, especially probably you the least, but me, Caleb, and Marty are all coffee nerds and like fanatics.
Yes, I am the least. I don't.
You love coffee.
Yeah, I love coffee, but I'm not a nerd about it. Like,
well, Marty worked at a coffee shop.
That's what I'm saying. Like he knows ball. You know ball. Caleb knows ball. Caleb like read books about it in college. Like,
I know the least. I know less than them, but I am very pretentious about it. Mm-hmm. I like just having a bunch of pretentious hobbies where I'm just like audiophile, cinephile, coffee snob. They're the best. I'm the worst, dude. If I met someone like me, I'd hate them. Maybe that's why me and you clash so much. Because you're more like sports, Yeah. It's funny.
I don't even know what I think audio has become my pretentious hobby because there's a lot of times.
It is, brother.
It is. Yeah. I'm trying to think of what else. Because you could get into the nitty gritty on just about everything.
I mean, yeah, sports, but not really.
Yeah.
You're a pretty based sports fan. I don't give you enough credit because you give me a really hard time because I'm still, at the end of the day, I ride with Philly.
You're a romantic.
You don't.
You're a huge romantic about your Philly. I like Philly sports, but I'm just so like pessimistic.
See, I think I'm like
Steve is.
I'm like
about
good
the Sixers,
sports,
and it's like, dude.
Well, the Sixers are having Yeah, no.
Yeah, come on, dude.
No, it's fine. The Sixers are just. I've tuned into a couple moments from a couple games this year, and I haven't watched Sixers basketball in years. They're not buns, bro.
Okay.
Listen, I am not in a place to talk about that on this show. I'm just saying, you're like good sports 1, and then your personal fandoms 2, and then Philly sports 3.
Yeah.
Where I'm good sports 1, but dude, Philly sports and good sports with me is really close. Really close. So it's really hard. So we bicker a lot.
Yes, a ton.
But you just know how to push my buttons with
yes,
sports.
I do.
But man, what if we had a sports podcast, by the way?
I'd get exposed so fast.
I think I would get exposed too.
I'd have horrible takes all the time.
Yeah. I don't know. We might be kind of Chad with our takes. Anyway, let's get into the episode. But thank you to Mike. Thank you to Chris. And thank you to everyone.
Everybody, really.
Like, this is the favorite part of our job. We absolutely love it. And we got a lot of cool things planned, man. We got cool people coming on.
We have a lot of really cool
got a lot of cool plans just in-house for Bloom. I think that, the inaugural year of Bloom Pod is over, but now I feel like we hit our stride last month, and a lot of new faces came on, and to them, I say thank you and welcome. This is probably going to be more of a casual episode, not as clickbaity, not as crazy, but we really want this to be a kickback. We want it to be engaging. We want it to be community-driven. So thanks for all the love, people. We love it.
Seriously, thank you.
Let's get into our listen of the week. It's been a little bit since we've done this, and why don't you go first, because I actually have to pull up the exact name of the one that I have.
Yes.
So I have a fun one.
I am going to be talking about...
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I'll specify. Let's do a record, but we're going to do a piece of gear as well.
Okay. I am going to be doing... I'm pulling mine up so I can pull up some of the track names. This is an album called Any Light that was released in 2024 by a band called Loving. And this is a new band to me that came on through like Spotify's suggested radio. And I forget who I was listening to for it to spark this, but I described them to you in a bad way yesterday. I'm going to take back everything I said about how I described them because I found a much better description.
Thank God.
They are, if you ever listen to Nick Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a lot like him, actually. Okay. Very soft, acoustic, at least this album. I haven't ventured much past it.
Nick Drake has pretty vocals.
Yes, like their vocals are very pretty. Their ambiance is kind of undeniable, and the atmospheric elements that they have to their music is very immersive. And I really like this album because it's just something soft you can listen to, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of like fall, winter, so it kind of hits at a good time right now.
Good January record.
Just something low key, but I've also been listening to a band that I totally cannot pronounce the name of, Balu Brigada.
But they're your new goat.
They are starting to become one of my favorites. I really like them. They're very poppy. So if you don't like pop, you probably aren't going to like their new album,
But they're kind of like Tame.
Yes, very Tame-esque, very upbeat. I guess their most popular track now is So Cold. And I don't know how I know this song, but I do. I don't know if
Maybe I would know.
I don't know if it's trended from TikTok or something like that. But as soon as I heard it, I was like, man, this song's either striking a very nostalgic chord with me or I've legit heard this somewhere.
Right. Yeah.
But man, I really like this record a lot. I think it's very good. Again, reminds me a lot of Tame. And that was on the suggested radio when I was listening to Tame. I was listening to either Afterthought or whatever, just on a solo play. And then this album came up, and I've just really been liking it. It'd probably be my album of the year if I thought a little bit harder on the last episode.
But were you listening to it last year? Or did you find
I was, yeah. I found it end like mid-December. So I didn't get to like really run through it like I did.
That's what's so weird when stuff comes out at the end of the year and then it gets compared. Like that, it just happened with Marty Supreme, the movie. It's like
This one came out August 29th of 2025, but I found
So you
them
just
December.
found it a little late. Yeah.
But man, I really like the album a lot. It's very good.
Shoot, that's so sick. What about gear?
So I've been sick this like past week and a half, I'd say. So a lot of congestion.
You and the rest of God's creation.
Yeah, me and everyone else. I've been like having some congestion stuff, and like I don't really like to have IEMs in when that's all going on because I just feel like achy and like icky. And I've just been running up my R70X fine. I just been plugging those in, putting them on my head. I like work from home, just listen to them like all day. Like Christmas Eve, I listened to them for like 4.5, 5 straight hours. And then when I worked from home, I forget what day, I listened to them like for like 7 hours. Just like just popped insane. Them on maybe every.
They're so light.
Yeah, they're just so light. They're so comfortable.
Yeah.
The sound isn't anything crazy. Like I have the Nora X. Like I should be listening to that if I really want the best sound quality. But like the R70X are fine. Like just like them. They're just easy. They're just super casual, and I really enjoyed them. So that's kind of been my note. I honestly.
Would you relate them to the FT1 Pros at all from Fio? Do you see a little bit of similarity between those sets? I've only listened to that headphone one time.
Okay.
And we don't have it here, and I know I've listened to it. I thought I listened to yours before. Yeah. I thought I've listened to yours.
I relate FT1 Pro a lot to Edition XS. That's like the one headphone that I really feel like they're very closely compared. But I guess I could see where you're coming from because the vocals on both sets I really like a lot. And
but they're both like kind of balanced, like leaning neutral and like kind of light and like they're not heavy hitting sets.
No.
Either of them.
Very delicate.
That's very like the delicacy in like open backs is like a pretty popular trait that you see in like a lot of headphones like that, and they all just like exist in like the same ecosystem to me where it becomes like, well, maybe one thing will have one thing that's more emphasized over another, and then you have to talk about fit and drivability, and then it's just like you kind of can't go wrong, and like this, you know, $200 to $500 range of open backs where it's just like, yeah, they're all fine. Like, it's just like weird where like you love your R70X Refined. I like the FT1 Pros.
Yeah.
Or I own them, right?
Yeah.
Like
they're great.
Yeah.
FT1 Pro's great.
That was one of my first real purchases, by the way. I bought those.
I think I've missed having a dead, quiet atmosphere and listening to open backs a lot. And I feel like getting that at my house, I've been like, right. I've been able to appreciate this. Because in the office, you have people either like walking around, rustling boxes, keyboards clicking.
Yeah.
And like at home, when it's really just dead quiet, you're really able to like.
And you're so isolated. Digest. In your home office,
exactly. Like I'm really able to just.
You got that choppy up against in the corner of that room?
Not in the corner. Kind of actually, we're redoing it right now. But like, kind of when you walk in, there's this like that little long, like walk through. I'm like right here, and it it works. But it just like having a dead quiet atmosphere and open backs and being able to pick up some of like the spatial nuance and stuff, like it's so nice.
Dude, that's a hype set, man. Shout out to APOS. APOS X community.
Yeah,
right?
They did great.
APOS.
I say APOS, but I don't know. It could be APOS.
I'll do my listens of the week.
Yes, please do.
Thanks for sharing, dude.
Of course.
I want to check out both those records, but I think
you would like Any
us
Light
sharing.
A lot.
I think us doing this is going to hold me more accountable. One, to and what we're going to do next as well, which is actually something new that you thought of. But I just need I need accountability to like keep expanding out because my problem is I'll live with the same artists and the same records for like forever.
Same.
So I think that this is good, but I've been listening a lot to country, which is very.
It keeps catching me off guard, dude, that you're doing that.
I'm listening so much to this record by Tyler Childers, who is like I think pretty non-offensive artist because I love folk music and always have in a lot of different subgenres of folk. I like classic folk. I like newer. Like I love Bob Dylan, but I also love like Greg Brown Isakov is newer, more atmospheric.
Awesome. Yeah, he's so fantastic.
I would even consider some of the old Bon Iver like acoustic stuff is like folky, but that's where it becomes like a different thing. So folk rock or acoustic rock or whatever has always been my thing. And I've been introducing like more slide guitars and letting it be a little twangy. And then I found Tyler Childers. Someone recommended them to me, and I've pretty much haven't been able to stop listening to this one record, Can I Take My Hounds to Heaven, which has technically 3 versions. And this Jubilee version, it's so funny. It's kind of like aura. Like his lyrics and like his music, he has so much aura, dude. I've been loving this album a lot. It's just like really musical. pretty heavy hitting drums, like a lot of the production elements, a lot of classic like country tropes too.
Joyful noise version.
So that's like an instrumental, even like lo-fi experimental version.
Oh,
I don't know if you can see
cool.
on your Spotify right now the streams. Do you have the stream count up?
Yes,
or is it not
I do.
A full window?
Yes, I do.
So you can look at the real version, the Hallelujah version up top has the most streams. Then you get down to the Jubilee, which is second. And then the third one, look at Way, the Triune God,
wow.
track 5. So track 5 here has like over 100 million streams. Then you go down to the Jubilee version, it has 20 million. Then you go down to the third version, it's like not even a million. So the third one's like a real experimental.
Yeah. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, but anyway, I've been obsessed with this too on this record. And for my listen of the week, I was gonna say Volk, Ashland Kern Stella. I do think I'm reviewing that. I am, but
You're reviewing Stella?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Why? Is that crazy?
Do you like it?
Yeah, I do. I don't even want to talk about it. Well, I don't know. I just feel like I haven't listened to it enough to talk about it, to be completely honest. I've been listening to it, and yeah, what I'll just say off the rip, I'll just say this really quick. Dude, the isolation on that set is redonk. It is so comfortable.
I listened to it in the office, so I guess I didn't really get that. Like I shouldn't say the office.
I listened to it out there with a nice HDKO 7-ear tips. And like the seal I was getting on that thing, I was like, whoa.
So
something
you like
I can.
That I am? That's so interesting.
Yeah, I'm
excited
need to listen to it
to
more
watch
to
your
give.
review.
I don't want to give any. I really don't want to talk too much about it because, to be honest, I haven't listened to it enough to really give like a fully formed opinion. I'm really just like listening, like basic, like I've gotten like my basic understanding of kind of what it does, but I haven't really critically listened enough. And I don't think the review. I have like time for the review.
Yeah, I think
this is like weeks away.
Yeah.
So I'm just starting, but what I'll say is it's super comfortable. I'm loving the comfort. I don't like that kind of cable, you know that.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. Maybe we can talk a little bit more off camera about it. I don't know.
Okay.
But my real listen of the week is.
Oh no! Why are you laughing about this?
I told you about this, and I bought this. I purchased this.
Oh, you have them?
I don't have them on me,
Okay.
but this is a $12 pair of earphones. Samsung Electronics EO-1A500.
And Yusuf put you onto this.
And Yusuf came by last week, and yeah, it was awesome. He gave us the salt lamps. We gave him some love.
Oh,
We love Yusuf.
My wife was thrilled about the salt lamp, Yusuf. So thank you. She was apparently wanting a salt lamp for
and that's
who
a real
knows how
salt
long.
lamp.
Yes,
bro.
and I told her,
one.
I was like, this is legit, authentic. We have it in our bedroom right now. The only problem is it's USB A.
Bro.
Don't have a USB A block.
I think that one's like, I think the smaller ones he gave us, they're a little bit smaller than this, but I think they're like LED. I think they're.
Oh
like
yeah,
the color
Marty's changes. Yeah.
Did Marty set his up?
Yeah.
Did he text us? I didn't see that.
He had it on his desk, but then he brought it home and he put it next to his bed.
Oh yeah, it's sick.
Wait, go on.
Yeah, but anyway, Yusuf was like, dude, you gotta try these. I know this is like insane, but put W1s on these and reverse polarity and wear them upside down.
What's up with the reverse polarity? What is up with that?
I don't really fully know. I think Yusuf might be able to explain it if you're listening. But I bought them. I'm gonna bring them in tomorrow for the office, dude. These $12 earphones, they're like earphones. They just like, you put them right in. I guess he was having me wear them like IMs. He told me to reverse it and wear them upside down.
Okay.
And I put W1 spin fit tips on, which you have W1s, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's my first OG. It's like my first
Same.
goat.
Yeah, me too. My first day, you got me those.
Yep.
You were like, can I just open these for Jake? And so that was my first ear tip, technically. But,
Cute.
which was a year ago today.
Oh my gosh.
Holy smokes. It's
Double
my Bloom,
fist bump.
It's my Bloom anniversary.
Yes.
I'm 1 year old.
Bloomverse.
But dude, I'm telling you, this pair of earphones, this Samsung earphones, are $12. Dude,
I guess I just can't wrap
so good.
my head around this.
Dude, they sounded so good. You'll see. Dude, I was going into it. Remember when Mark did that sound demo with us?
Yeah.
Where he was showing the difference of EQ. You know how and that was a different thing. But what I'm saying is, you know how you have little earphones like that and people, it's like these little gimmicks. They're like,
yeah,
oh, listen to the bass on this headphone. This headphone's $20. And it's like, yeah, okay, cool. The bass is good, but this is a terrible headphone. Like, you know, when he gave it to me, I was like, all right, here we go. But it was actually really good. It's still a $12 earphone, but I think it's like, it's an enjoyable listen, dude. It's like, I listened to it and I was expecting to listen to it and be like, oh, here's that gimmicky thing. Oh, that's interesting, whatever. But like, I think I listened to it for like 10 straight minutes. He was like packing up. I was like, I kept like genre hopping. I'm listening. I'm like, whoa, this is actually pretty good. It was very spatial.
Can you tell the audience what you compared them to yesterday?
No, I'm not going to do that. That was half troll. It was like 90% troll.
Here's what you said that I died.
I'm not going to say. All right, I'll just say I was just teasing Maddie, and I was like, I really was just almost mostly entirely a troll, but I was like, dude, these kind of remind me of my house. Tungsten. Dude, it was such a bit. It was just a bit. But when I think of the Tungsten, I think of like really clean separation and like really great layering of instruments. And that was what stood out to me on this set. I was like, whoa, like these are like, this is such
these $12 earphones I have to reverse the polarity on. Remind me of the Modhouse.
Well, that's why it's funny. Like it's just a bit, you know?
Yeah.
But
I'm
gonna have you listen to him tomorrow. You have to listen with W1 and you have to let Yusuf know. Maybe he can spread more light, because he was saying that there was a reviewer. I forget who it was, bro. There was a reviewer that was listening to him. I could probably look up. I bet you if I looked up the set, I could find the reviewer.
And they're called Samsung. What are they called? Fully?
The EO-1A500. I bet you I can get like, I forget who it was, dude. Wow. Oh, Shure.
Oh my gosh, we got Shure on the podcast.
Dude, I don't know how you feel about him. Apparently he's pretty controversial.
He is the most controversial influencer in the entire space.
So there you go.
I have been watching his content for a long time.
I'm not familiar with him, to be honest, but Yusuf was saying he likes Shure, and he was saying that
oh my gosh,
Shure is saying that this is all you need. It's endgame. Look at that. There's graphs of it. There's a whole thing. Oh my gosh, the graph in the thumbnail compares it to Moondrop Variations. So isn't this funny? Anyway,
Shure on the podcast is very interesting.
The end of $8 Samsung, outdated, 64 audio solo, Apex core, pressure relief, insane soundstage and imaging.
Shure is.
What's the deal? I'm not in the loop.
He is banned from Can
you talk about it? Okay.
Yeah.
He's
banned from Can Jam.
How do you even get banned from Can Jam, bro?
I mean, I have been watching his content.
Can we not talk about this? Is this just
you
like
can? He's a troll. So he goes out and
I don't know anything about the guy. I was just saying Yusuf was just giving me some background. Because I was like, how the heck did you find these? And he said, oh, it's from Shure. Like I like his videos or whatever.
He is, I mean, trolled in headphones.com's Discord. He's trolled on HeadFi. He's probably banned from HeadFi. He's very interesting. He's a very interesting person.
Does he know ball?
At some points, yeah, but then it's like it also comes at the cost of him being like
at $8 endgame.
Like,
I think he sold his entire collection for this.
He used to have an LCD5 Moondrop Variations. I know that, but it's funny because he would be like reviewing the Fat Freak Deuce, but he would just EQ his variations to Fat Freak Deuce and then be like, well, as you can see, bloated bass, do this, do that. And it's like, well, you're not actually listening to it.
That is mega troll. That's
so
just
like
silliness,
he just does stuff that's just very like,
that's just silliness.
Yeah. He also made PECDB, which was an interesting format. It auto EQs based to your preferences. Yeah. There's a lot to Shure. There's a lot. There's a rabbit hole. There's actually an iceberg.
I feel like I brought out like, is there like bad juju? Like I feel like, are people going to go crazy in the comments about this?
He's a very interesting person. I would be interested to see what the comments have to say. He's
shoot people. I feel like I'm getting canceled.
No, I mean, listen, he's just an interesting guy.
All that's to say is that the EO-1A500 from Samsung is a great earphone. I bought it. I just checked. It's on my front porch right now at home. So
okay, I'm excited.
I'm gonna bring it in tomorrow. We're gonna have a good time with that. Let's move on to something that you wanted to do that I think is gonna be interesting, and then we can spend some time on this, and then I think we're gonna spend most time on our last section here. But we're doing good. You wanted to talk about, and again, it's like an accountability thing that I think both of us need. Our favorite content recently. And I think it's a good idea because inspiration flows in a circle. I take a lot of inspiration from like a lot of reviewers, mostly honestly you and Steve, but I mean, I have my favorite reviewers and how reviewers' takes can shape how we feel about things. Now, we would all agree that it shouldn't shape your purchases exclusively, right? Because that would be crazy.
Man. Yes.
But anyway, yes, it's crazy to make your purchasing decisions based off reviewers. Obviously, do a lot of research. Like, listen to the IMs, try and see if you can get on tours. We all know we've had this conversation
many a time.
But it's important for especially people like you and I to stay involved in this hobby outside of just what we're doing at Bloom, which we both already do naturally because we're just part of this hobby. But I thought it'd be cool to shout out like some of our favorite pieces of content recently, because there's been a lot of really cool like evergreen content that I've been seeing coming out that I love. And you came up with this idea, and I thought it would hold us both accountable to kind of stay in the loop of everything that's going on too, because sometimes I'd be looking at like a 30-minute DAT video. I'm like,
yeah,
why don't you? I just think it'd be cool to give some love to what we've been checking out. So, is there any videos that you got on your mind? I got one off rip for sure.
I have, I guess, one piece of content specifically that I really like, but I want to do a shout out to our good friend James. I know we glaze James a ton on this podcast, but it's kind of hard not to. And the reason why I say that is because I actually was talking to Mr. Mark Ryan about this yesterday. And I was like, James is someone that we probably underappreciate in this hobby. As someone who's listened to IEMs for like 25 years, both professionally and for just personal enjoyment, is like
professionally in multiple ways.
Yes. Yeah. And like for him to just give his insight, like very candid on his page, like he's a Linsol employee that's doing these reviews. And like we had a laughing moment yesterday where I pulled up his Portazo review.
Oh my gosh.
Where he's like, hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the Portazo, a follow-up to the Punch Audio Martillo, an IEM that I hated. Let's get into it. And it's like, okay.
James, that was awesome.
Like, so Punch Audio is a Linsol brand, you know, like this is an IEM where you think, this guy should probably be not shilling, but like at least talking pretty positively about.
He said I actually made a review and couldn't release it.
I made a review and I didn't feel confident publishing because I really didn't have anything good to say about it. And my feedback was not even very constructive. And it's just like, okay.
How funny is that, man?
The fact that we have him in this hobby right now, detailing so much about these IEMs, giving his opinion, showing the ins and outs of Linsol, what they're doing behind the scenes, interviewing all these people. Like, guys, do not take advantage or do not take for granted what we have in James from Linsol. Do not write him off as a brand YouTuber, as someone who's just being paid to shill. Like, he does not do that. I promise you he does not. He has talked on camera on our podcast and off camera about how honest he's able to be about any IEM that Linsol provides, any product.
And shout out to Linsol.
Yeah, like that is a big shout out to Linsol. But just, I've just been very happy to see him create and watch his videos again, because I've just kind of...
He's been popping recently.
He's been popping, dude. His comment section is insane.
I can't with that, dude. His comments are
300 comments, and I'm just like scrolling.
Look at how like organic. So they're at 25K, which shout out, that's sick. Dude, his hype for... Dude.
Yeah.
This is 3 days ago. It's got 2,000 views. It's got 361 comments. Dude, he's
doing his thing, man.
Their editing is great. His editor is awesome. Yes. I had a conversation with him. He's super cool.
Yeah.
I mean, that's our goat.
That is my goat.
That's our goat.
That's my goat.
There's no doubt. We want to have James back on the show soon.
Yes.
James, please. Brother. We're seeing him soon.
We are seeing him soon, which reminds me that I have to...
You have to
contact him.
I reminded you in Slack and you didn't respond to me.
I will do that. Another piece of content I want to shout out is from Precog Vision. This man does not know me at all, but...
I don't know him.
I sent him... He used to review primarily for headphones.com, but he doesn't really anymore. He's kind of more independent now.
Precog Vision.
Yes, he just did. I actually sent him the YU9 Chue in because we were on tour. Again, shout out to JT's for setting that up.
Yep.
I sent him the YU9 Chue, and he finally just posted his review. And man, just that review was kind of like brilliantly done. Like his takes have always been one that I've always appreciated in the hobby.
I just subscribed to him. His name's Theo.
Yes, Theo. Just an introvert trying to, what's his bio? Just an introvert trying to
introvert trying to touch grass through my hobby.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Okay, hates audio.
He's very critical. He is very critical, but I think his ear is like really well trained. Like the way he picks up like nuance and IMs and like how he's able to describe it on camera is just what I think I take a lot of inspiration from. He doesn't know me. I'm saying this like I'm speaking into the void right now.
Well, I'm glad because, and this is exactly why we do this. Because now I've just found out about precog.
Yeah, he's been, I mean, a well-established figure for a while now, and a lot of people listening probably know him. But his YU9 Choi video is just, it's very good. And the way he kind of talks about how like Choi isn't something that grabs you immediately. It's something that you really like after a while of listening. Someone in our comment section also said that.
Dude, we got the best Choi reviews.
Yes, those were, it's just like everybody that's been chiming in on it, I've just been like, yeah, yes. Like, it's cool to see. So
my take, no,
Jake, wrong. Everybody else, right. Jake,
I loved that I am.
So yeah, those were probably two things in specific I want to highlight. But obviously, I was watching a lot on Sunday. I watched Headphones.com's new video on 2025.
Yeah, they did a lot of best ofs and stuff. Yeah.
Watched a lot of HBB.
He's been on a roll recently.
I watched some Jay's audio. I love my man Jay's. I love Jay's audio, dude. He's another guy that I would probably say is kind of underappreciated because how many IMs he's listened to is just kind of bananas.
Dude.
So yeah, I'd say those were the ones I want to highlight.
I have a new goat. I have new goats.
Okay.
I have a new goat. This is so funny. I feel like when I talk to you about, a lot of times I talk to you like someone like you's been so established in this hobby for more years. I feel so noob in these moments because what I'm about to say, this epiphany is like ridiculous, but I've been loving Critical. It's so dumb. Dude, I know. It's so dumb. I know. I get it. Yeah, I know. I've been loving Hangout Audio. And I love Timmy, dude.
I love Timmy. I actually saw Timmy in Singapore at Zeppelin & Co. and I didn't go up and say hi. I was too nervous.
Yeah,
yeah,
dude, he's so sick.
I was too nervous.
Anyway, dude, I love Timmy, and he made a piece of evergreen content, which, by the way, we need to make a video like this.
He's very cool.
But Steve made an article like this, and it literally formed my beliefs as an audiophile.
Yeah.
A year ago. But Timmy made a video 4 days ago. Audiophile terms you need to know, beginner's guide. Now, it's a beginner's guide, but I think that this would be a good video for anybody to freshen up on.
Yeah.
Because
Super Review did a great video on that too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He did that over the summer, I think.
Yes, he did in Waveguide.
I do kind of remember Mark doing that now that you mention it.
Superficial reviews for anyone who may not know.
Did
you know that's why it's Super Review? I just
learned that. Didn't he talk about that in the James interview?
Yeah. Superficial reviews.
Dude, our goats know each other.
I know, dude. I know. That video is just like...
Dude, when I saw that video, I was like, okay, this is
immovable object meets unstoppable force. Like... Yeah.
Dude, what if we got both of them on Blue?
I would die.
Once? I think that would... I
would just combust.
And then the earth would split. Yeah. The sky... That would be the end of the world.
Excuse me.
But anyway, this video from Timmy was awesome. I listened to it. I watched it yesterday at the gym on the treadmill. Hate treadmill running.
Treadmill running is terrible.
Terrible. But I did like a 45-minute run yesterday on the treadmill, and part of that was watching this video, and it was the best part of my run. Timmy, their style is kind of like what I was trying to do a little bit with Bloom until people hated me, but their editing style is pretty snappy. It's pretty engaging. It's very welcoming. It's quick. It's to the point. It's direct. The way that they make videos like tickles my brain in the perfect way.
They're great.
I like how even their production. I don't know. I'm nerdy about. I love Hangout.
I'm a big Hangout fan.
I'm a big fan. But this video from Timmy was great, and I even feel like it was good. It like grounded me. Like I use terms that like have like my own meaning, and then I'm like, hey, you're on a podcast talking to hundreds of people. Like don't be new, bro.
Yeah, don't be new, bro.
So it was a good reminder just for me. I think those pieces of content, like Mark did do a good one too. His was a little bit more in depth, but this one was quick from Timmy. I think it was like 15 or 16 minutes. It was like pretty snappy. I just thought it was a great piece of content. I think like I would love to make more pieces of content like that.
Tim Tuned, bro.
Tim Tuned.
Yep.
Yeah, I've been liking a lot of his reviews recently. He did this.
He's great.
Yeah, the 7 Hertz video was good too.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, so I like Timmy. Timmy's been like my new Tim. He doesn't know me. I feel like I can't call him Timmy. But I just think that he's been like my new favorite reviewer recently. And Cran. I watched a Cran video yesterday too on the treadmill. I was like on the treadmill yesterday just like glazing Hangout audio. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I do after work.
I got another one.
I'm such a loser.
I've been meaning to say this one for probably like a few weeks now, and I just never gotten the moment to. The fact that Tone Deaf Monk listens to this podcast and is in our comments is like,
that
honestly kind of intimidating because when I watch his reviews, I'm just like, he knows a lot and I don't know anything. Like
Matt, my entire experience in this hobby has been me surrounded by people that know way more than me, and me saying something and then going,
like,
right?
He made a Prismatica video and unfortunately dunked and washed my goat, and I was very sad. And I just remember watching that video and just being like, do I know anything or am I wrong? Like, what? Like, I just questioned everything. And he's just one of those reviewers that I think is very cool because he's actually said in his comment, like, he doesn't care about hype or any of that. And like, he's also one of those guys I can really take inspiration from because he just kind of like, I'm just going to say it how I think it is. Like, I'm not really going to beat around the bush. Like, I just don't think this is great. Or like, just really go into the nitty gritty of like, we're still talking about the bass texture. Like, like he really wants to nail down this point.
Dang, bro.
And he's just very thorough, and his expertise to me, I'm just kind of like, like, man, okay. Like, there's levels.
See, and I'm more like on the opposite side where like I'm thinking about like the Stellar review and just how I'm doing reviews. I'm trying to get even more like to the point. I think sometimes I drag out the unboxing experience, the culture behind it, the lead up to it, the cost, the build and design. Like I think I need to stop talking about build and design so much. I mean, you can mention it, but like these dudes talk about that. I'm more like talking about like, well, let's talk about each part of the frequency. I remember when you did your videos, which I miss your videos, man.
Oh, thanks.
I want you to make a video soon. I think you should.
Okay.
But I'm just thinking like you would separate like each part of the graph, and like I've been kind of doing like a version of that, but then also Steve will talk like this worked really well with this kind of music, and in this kind of music it brought this out. And I love that too. And James kind of does that too, which is weird because now James's videos have been more long-winded with like sound, where before I feel like James would like hit the price, hit the driver config, hit vibes. That would be like 2 minutes, and then there'd be like 7 minutes of sound. Like I feel like at the end of the day, that is kind of what matters most. I don't know. This turned into a long discussion.
Because I love it. I love seeing all the different styles out there and all the different
We're so
people.
lucky, dude.
I know.
We're rich.
I miss DMS a lot. I miss his consistent content output.
His videos are so good.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, he still posts videos.
He does. It's not. I think I miss him on the headphone show. I think that's what I'm trying to say. I miss his opinions against the other guys. Because he would like kind of say what I was thinking. I'd be like screaming at the.
You felt seen by him.
I did. I would like scream through because he was like a Dan Clark fanboy, and like I just was watching the tier list video of what the headphone show was doing, and they're like, Dan Clark is in C tier, and I'm just like screaming like, no. It's like Interstellar. I'm like, no.
Don't let me leave, Murph. Don't let me leave, Murph. No.
Where he would advocate like, no, guys, it's B tier or something like that. I don't know. Maybe we've even won it, but I don't know. He was just someone.
He loves Dan Clark. He'd be wearing those E3s and all that.
Yeah, right.
All right, let's move it on. We're gonna cut one of our segments because we've been going for 43 minutes.
Whoa. Okay. Wow. How long was Shenanigans?
Yeah, a lot. Well, no, it wasn't all shenanigans, but you know.
Yeah. Come on, we gotta have a little bit of shenanigans. Come on.
What are we gonna Les Banner boys, get the picks up. Les Banner boys, tell me how it sounded. No one cares about how much it costs. How'd it sound? Sorry, I gotta stop. Les Banner boys. I'm sorry. It's so funny. It's so like embedded in the DNA of the show.
I know it is. I know.
Oh man. Les Banner boys.
Oh my gosh. Whew.
Let's talk about. We just spent literally 5 weeks.
My phone fell. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Do you want to get it?
Sure. I don't really.
It's all right. Just take your time.
I don't even need this.
We're doing a podcast. We just spent like the last 5 weeks essentially looking. I'm sorry. Now I'm looking at Slack. I need to get out of Slack.
Okay, yeah, I wouldn't.
Because Nooch just said something really funny.
I've been looking. Yeah, I hope he's doing okay.
I'm going to close my computer.
That's a great idea.
We've been doing about 5 to 6 weeks of content where we're looking back a lot on 2025.
Yes.
And part of that is like just what comes like.
It comes with it's the nature
end of
the
year.
biz.
It's the nature.
It's the nature of the biz.
It's showbiz, baby.
Showbiz, baby.
And we got some of them clicks too. So, shout out to the, massive rate of subscribers that came to us in December. But
we got them.
We're so glad you're here, dude. Welcome back.
Welcome, noobers.
Yeah. Dude, I'm just saying we got to stop looking back, and it's time to start looking
Let's look forward. Okay.
And instead of talking about a product or an IM, this is the first Bloom Pod of the year. This is the first week of the year. First business week of the year.
Wake up.
It's the first of the month. What do you think? I think that when I look at 2025, I think mostly of Race to the Bottom. That's like kind of how I'm viewing this year. Yeah. I think there was a lot of innovation.
There's a good amount of flagships too, but a lot of it was trying to get
summer. Yeah, but I think a lot of it was trying to get like how good can we get it at this cost, right? Yeah. Which, man, all these value haters are freaking out right now.
I immediately thought of Marty. That's what made me laugh.
Oh,
actually.
Yeah. Well, I think about the comments. They're like, don't talk about the price.
Well, yeah, okay. That
we're a store. Yeah. Anyway. I just think that last year was a big year for Race to the Bottom. I think we started to see a lot for a little, especially with Top Pro. But Tway, I don't think Tway came out last year. That's a bad example. I think Top Pro.
I think it did.
I might have been around longer. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly.
I guess, but I thought it came out.
Top Pro, a lot of the, Odyssey 2, right? Like, there's just been a lot of sub $500 releases that were really good. And then obviously there were a ton of flagships. I'm just saying, to me, I feel like there was a lot of innovation where I look at where the hobby was before I started, which was like a year ago exactly. If I look at the stuff that came out in like 2024, there wasn't as many options. There's now so many options in the sub $500 IM bracket. Even like with the end of 24 into 25, those FIO releases were crazy. I just think it was a good year for the Race to the Bottom, and I think that the hobby was really innovated in that way. And I want to see what your opinion would be, and maybe we can both talk about our opinions of what innovation we want to see or that we predict will happen in 2026. Kind of looking forward, maybe in the technology of it, in the culture behind it, in the feature set, whatever it is. I think I kind of know what you're going to say, but it's a good conversation.
Yeah, I think the HDB 630 was the advancement headphone of the year.
Sorry.
I think the HDB 630 was the first. It kind of ushered in the era of TWS kind of starting to move forward and quote unquote take over. Mm-hmm. And I think we are now seeing the full scale benefits of what active DSP and equalization can do in a TWS product. Mm-hmm. And it's scary because I think TWS kind of has unlimited potential, and like it really could kind of usher in a new era of like bringing audiophiles to the point where now we're all using Bluetooth stuff. It's kind of like funny because it was like all wired for consumers. Then it went totally full circle and it was just like, okay, now you're going, to Bluetooth. Nobody uses wired. Audiophiles were like, no, wired's still great. And now it's like, oh no. And now we're going to TWS stuff.
What does that mean for just like the future of this hobby? I think we're still far away from it.
We are, but I think
maybe even 5 years.
I think 2026 might start to kick things off and be like, you know what? There might be a TWS IM this year that drops. That's really freaking good, man. And it might be from Sennheiser. It might be from Noble. Gosh, it could be from Bose. It could be from Sony. Who knows? But it was even supposed to be the Apple AirPods Pro 3. It was kind of supposed to be that. Obviously, that didn't happen, as case in point, all audiophiles at the end of summer.
Dude, they sound fine. Give me a break.
Yeah, dude, I can't even get back into that. But anyways, like, that could have ushered in a new era of TWS products. That could have had full-scale EQ capabilities and a heartbeat sensor and the best noise cancellation. And, like, Apple could have created the product that we're all looking at. Like, okay, this is a really big step in the right direction, and Noble should be looking. They still should be looking. Sennheiser should be looking at what they can take from those and create something better. And like, there's just so much that TWS can do with active DSP, with EQ. I mean, Moondrop literally just revisited their Edge headphone that's $50, and they were like, give it EQ. People went ape crap for the HDB 630 because it had parametric EQ, and they were like, just throw it on there. And now Resolve, who didn't even like that headphones, revisit it and is like, yeah, I have to give Moondrop their flowers because they revisited a product and gave it EQ, and I can make it sound pretty decent, and it's $50. Like, there's just so much you can do with TWS that it's kind of scary, because
it is scary. And what I want to ask now, because I think you're right. I think we're on the precipice of greatness with TWS, and HDB 630 showed that, because HDB, I think I said this in my review. I don't remember. I'm so proud of that review. I feel like I did a good job.
It was a great review.
But I mean, I think I said in the review, like, maybe I didn't. Maybe we've just said it on this show. It's all a blur. But because when HDB 630 came out, it was just like, dude, from a sales standpoint and a content standpoint, it was just ridiculous. But this is the first time ever where I feel like wireless really competed with a wired set.
Yeah.
First time ever. Where it's like, this is like, Apollo was good. I liked Apollo. You like Maxwell. They sound good.
I love Maxwell. And Maxwell 2 just got announced.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's another one where it's like,
you should review it. You should review it.
Maybe. That would be fun. That'd be a good one to come back for.
People would love that.
That'd be a good one to come back for.
I still think you should do like a couple reviews a year.
Okay.
Anyway. I just love your videos, man.
Thanks, man.
I think that HDB 630, even without the EQ, I think even without EQ, the whole experience of that headphone, it was pretty freaking good. And the fact
app was great.
The app is so good. Yep. And like, I just think the experience, the head tracking, like little things like that.
Dude, head track. Oh my gosh. Thank God someone did it.
Thank God someone finally did it. That's a problem I have with some like Noble stuff. Like Rex 5 is great. They're behind in that. But like, if you take Rex 5 out and put it on the case, bro, that John's still gonna play music.
I know.
How, like,
I don't. Yeah, I know.
It just like stuff like that where I'm like, Noble. Like, I think I love Noble's sound is really good for their true wireless IMs. Noble, look at what Sennheiser has done with that headphone. I know you're not making a lot of headphones. You just have the Apollo, but we're getting like these new IM releases all the time from Noble. These wireless IMs. We just had Prestige Encore, which sounds fine. I mean, it sounds good. Even Marty loves it.
Yeah, he does.
It's a good. It does sound good, and it feels better, and the case is smoother. Like they're making some improvements. Like, but we need head tracking. Like, look at what Apple's doing. Like, from a tech standpoint, like, I kind of feel like we can do it. I don't know anything about.
We can 100% do it.
I just think seeing what HDB 630 did from a tech standpoint and a sound standpoint, I'm like, shoot, man, that was only $500.
Yep.
I'm a little bit nervous for. Like, kind of like, what does that mean for this hobby in like 5 years? Dude, in 5 years, is everything going to be wireless?
I really hope not. I love the wired. I love wired. I think it's cool. I think it's
what makes it unique. And so I feel like that is at the core of this hobby.
Can I tell you something?
You can tell Matt.
The camera's off. I can tell you anything. Now we're just talking.
Anything.
This is great. Now it's just me and you. I think when things get too popular, I just start to dislike it.
Yeah, dude, you suck.
It's like I become a hater. And it's like the fact that I used to love TWS products. I remember the first time I saw somebody using AirPods. I was at basketball practice and the assistant coach walked in with AirPods and I was like, what's happening? This is insane.
Aura.
Like, this is aura. He was wearing a long trench coat and he was just, he had swagger. He walked in with sunglasses. It was nighttime. He had AirPods in. I was like, this guy rules. And he had AirPods in. I was like, I need to go get those. I got AirPods. I was like, these are the coolest things ever. And then they started to get too popular. And I was like, AirPods kind of suck. Now I want like wired. And it's like, now if I ever saw someone on the subway with a pair of Supernova in, with a pair of Moondrop Variations in, I'd be like
this guy's
awesome. And like, I don't know. I don't want wired to go away. I think I'm scared of that. I think it's really cool. And I think DAPs are cool. And I think when you start to get to a point
dedicated player is so cool.
Yeah, like I use my phone and I throw it in. Like AirPods are so convenient to the point where I have to tell myself to stop using them. Because they are good too, man. And they are convenient and they're a problem.
The convenience you're losing with using a wire isn't that much, so
you're not losing that much. It's really not.
It's not that big of a deal, but it's just a big a deal enough.
I know.
That's it's just a big deal enough to to where like I'm in here and like that would be prime real at this point in my career. Prime real estate listening would be shooting B-roll. I hate shooting B-roll, low key. But you hated it too, right? I mean, it kind of sucks.
It's
kind of tiring.
It's tiring. I know what you mean because you're
mentally
creating
and
shots.
physically.
Yeah, mentally.
And like a lot of like
really staying
neck position.
Still,
like,
yes.
Anyway, that could be prime listening time for me, but like it's so convenient. Just throw my AirPods on, like listen to a podcast.
Yep.
When I really should be like, and I do a lot. I mean, a lot more than most times. I am just like critically listening, new releases, but.
TWS for me.
It's so easy. The experience is so good.
It kind of takes away that magic that I get when I sit at my desk and I plug in my IMs to my tube amp, my JDS.
So that's why I think it'll never go away.
I hope not.
Because source gear is so important. People's source gear setups, they've put a lot of money into, they've put a lot of stock into to have for years. They have headphones like a lot of, they have Empyrean 2 or you have Modhouse Tungsten or, Dahlia. They have these sick headphones and like they aren't going away.
Yep.
I don't think they're going to go away.
I hope not, dude.
Not this year.
Definitely not this year.
But in 10 years?
That's a real question. That's a real question. That I don't think
in 10 years, what is it going to look like? Because we're already seeing with HGV 630, this is like that thing where like technology gets too good. We're like, it's almost getting too
what
good.
If we just
I propped the idea up of a little chip. Like how you know how we have this like the Brioso now where we talked about this, where now there's like this crazy amplification in a unit that's about the size of your iPhone.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like it's what the Griffin should have been. We're talking about that.
Crazy amplification.
Susvara unveiled.
Yes.
Right? Or Susvara OG, I should say even. So anyway, how much smaller can that get? Well, if that gets like even smaller, like now we're talking about like, like that big. What if like you can just plug it right into the 2 pins on your IEMs and then that is your Bluetooth chip, your DAC chip, your amp card. It's all in there.
Serious problem.
It's like the size of a 2-pin. How big does it need to be, right? To turn your, Mark IVs into Bluetooth. You pop those things in. It's got a little lip maybe that comes out. That was where the lip would be. So you could put it in and out. And I don't even know, man. Maybe, there's a sensor for whatever. This is like audiophilia of the future.
Yeah.
I just think that at times we already have with the GoPod Max, we're like, how convenient is that? Kind of turn any IM into wireless and it sounds good. Hi-Fi, that's genius. They're a little finicky, unfortunately, but when they work, it's really good. I want to see like maybe that's what it turns into. But then if that happens, then Noble's screwed.
Dude, it's like
because then you don't have wireless IMs anymore because everyone has an IM, and at first that's expensive. Like Brioso's expensive, but eventually, Kren just made a $50 DAC amp that's like apparently the most powerful under like $100. It's $50. It can drive. That can drive any IM. Probably can drive most headphones. It's $50. So eventually, that little chip, that piece of technology, I'm going to patent it. Someone makes that.
Call me.
Updates. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, that technology, like, what's that going to do to the hobby? I'm just saying, this is a tech field. Like, we have a job in tech. This is also tech, especially all the amp stuff we have, like, and DAPs. And so as that keeps expanding, man, it's going to do weird things to this hobby.
You know what would be funny? if instead of it going smaller, you know how like trends will kind of come back, like it was baggy pants and clothes, now it was tight clothes, and then it went back kind of like baggy. Yeah. What if instead of super small electronics, they went super big, and we looked 10 years down the line, like expecting like, you know, those little things to be on IEMs, but instead they're like PUD headphones, and they're just giant, and somebody's like has like 6 seats on the subway just like listening to a headphone. It's just,
and it's so normal. It's like, oh, it's there's those kids like, with their PUD phones.
Whatever happened to the Koss KPH40?
Like, whatever, like, whatever happened to the HDB 630? All the kids in their PUD headphones these days. He has a water feature on his headphone.
It's got the water feature going down. Dude, it's fast.
PUD is so cool.
Dude, he's the best. He's awesome.
Is PUD listening right now? He might be.
He says he likes your content. I don't know how often he listens, but...
PUD, if you're listening, email us.
Well,
we'd love to have you on.
Well, we've been in talks. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
PUD, we want to have you on the show.
We want to have you on so bad. I'm your biggest
We want to have a lot of people on. We're going to. Anyway, I don't know, man. This is like a kind of a scary conversation. It's like the same thing as the AI conversation with like tuning. There's like this weird middle ground that we're flirting with right now, where like AI, EQ, and true wireless
it's like, are like, where do we go?
Good for this hobby until the
pendulum just goes completely forward.
I think we went from here where like there wasn't enough EQ support, true wireless sucked, and there was no AI, and now we're here. I think we're about even. But I think a couple more HGB 630s and things are gonna get a little weird. I might have to find another job. I don't know. Yeah. No, probably not. We'll probably be fine.
Right.
That's such a good conversation, man. And honestly, like, I don't even know that there's much to contribute onto that, because I just think that topic, I want to know what people think about that too.
Yeah.
I want to know what people think. I mean, I guess it just comes down to like, what's this all about? It's just about like, we sell products that cater to the people that want their music to sound better and really care about that. And I guess like, if that just becomes wireless or becomes easier, like we're still going to have different preferences. We're still going to have like our little proclivities that make something stand out to us more than another thing. And that's going to be different for you and me. And like, I guess ultimately still got the same goal, right? So it's not going to go away. I don't want it to go away, man. Isn't it fun?
I know. It's too.
Why are we so doomer? It's the HGV 630. See, now this is the HGV 630 content that people want to see. Yeah. Everyone's talking about how great it is. We're talking about how it's going to ruin the hobby. And people are going to...
Don't buy Maxwell 2 for this reason. It's going to make me lose my job.
Yeah, and then people are going to go on Headfire and they're going to be like, those guys.
Those guys are deaf anyway. My Campfire Audio Grand Luna sounds... Oh, my bad. What's this?
People are going to go on Headfire and be like, those guys are crazy. See, now Steve, an actual reviewer, gives very good insights on the iBasso DX270.
Steve actually listens to these products, and those two are deaf, and I had to... Yeah. All right, my fault.
It is a funny contrast, though, dude, I promise someone's going to go on Headfire and say that we said the HGV 630 ruined the hobby. If anyone sees that, agree with them. Please hate on us.
Yeah, those two have no idea what they're talking about.
It'll be me. Yeah. I hopped in that Headfire thread, by the way.
Did you actually?
I hit him live with emojis.
Oh, man. That was.
We have too much fun.
I think I looked at that on. Did I look at that on Christmas Day?
I think we have too much fun.
Oh, we have way too much fun.
Isn't it awesome? We've been going for an hour.
Yeah, it happens. It happens very fast.
This is the greatest podcast in the world.
Yeah.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I mean, Joe Rogan's trying to get on. So. Could you imagine?
Dude, could you imagine the scale? No. How many people listen to his show?
I don't know. Too many. So many.
Is it millions?
Yes.
That feels, dude, I don't think there's like no way to view streams on a podcast, is there? Does Spotify have it?
Viewership. Oh my God.
That dude's such a nut. But if we went on
11 million listeners per episode. That's what they're estimating.
That's terrifying.
That's just like, if I did that, I think I'd just die.
Could you imagine 11 million people listening to us talk about the Campfire Grand Luna? We talk about like Cirrus Logic.
Circus Logic.
Yeah. No one, yeah. Well, that'll never happen is the good news. But the bad news is I think we got to wrap up. Dang. I don't want it to end, man.
I never want it to end.
It's 2:40. I probably won't even be able to edit this today. I got returns.
Yep.
What is this? What's this life for, Matty D?
What's this life for?
Thanks everyone for watching.
Thank you.
This was like a real introspective episode. We're gonna get real creative, man. We got a lot of really fun ideas to like keep this show fresh. Obviously, every time there's new products coming out, we're giving our impressions, and that we're gonna be we're gonna say whatever we want about.
Fools.
I'm muting the whole part out. No one's gonna hear this. Okay, and we're back, folks. We're back.
Because
Maddie just came up with an awesome idea. Do you have anything you want to say to sign off with, or are you good?
I think I already. Yeah, I mean, I thank the people I want to thank.
Mike, Chris.
Yeah, Mike, Chris.
Yusuf.
Chulo.
Because he's always in the comments. We love Vinny.
Vinny. Yeah, everybody, man.
Andreas.
Yeah. Neil.
If anybody finds our boss, Andrews, he has somewhat of an alt account, and he is frequenting the Bloom Pod comments. If anyone finds him, we'll give you a high five.
Because it shouldn't be that.
Dude, we got to wrap up. We got to get
we got to.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Peace, noobs.